Hello. This is at the request of one of the teachers. Some information on the Neis system, or the National Education Information System. This is a program that we all need to use, whether you are doing it or your co-teacher is doing it for you. It's to record all of our personal leave from work, sick days, vacation time, business trips, paid, unpaid leave. Basically anything needs to be recorded. So I'll walk you through this and teach you how to do an actual entry for those that have to do it or may have to do it in the future. So this is part of the official business or work portal for the Provincial Office of Education, and everyone in the country uses it regardless of which province or area. So within this portal is the Neis system that you can click on to enter, and I'll show you how to do it. And then within that Neis system, there is a section which is the personal record section, and I'll show you that one because that is the one that we will use for most of our entries, although there are some other things. Okay, I did a series of 4 different Google slides that will show you on how to cancel an entry, how to put in for business trips for immigration, because there's 2 different types depending whether it's in your county or outside your county. The other is using these general entries, and how to check your days used is the 4th. Okay, so I'll walk you through. So here is the Neis login page. So you can see the link there on the right, and I'll leave it in the details section. To get started with Neis, your co-teacher needs to apply for the Neis system through the web page, through the Neis system. Then they will need your ARC name and number, and you'll get a text message saying it's ready. And then at that point, you can go to install the system and get what is a certificate that needs to be installed on your computer in order for that computer to be able to use the program. So at that time, setting up, you can make your password and your ID. So once you have that, you need to get this certificate, and this certificate must be held on your computer for you to enter the Neis system on that computer. You can only enter the Neis system on the computer that has the certificate, unless you have the certificate on a USB, and in which case you can choose the USB option to find the certificate. Okay, you can see that here with one being the hard disk, so on the computer itself, and I have it on the hard disk. So in this case, my name pops up as the system actually looks for the certificate. Then I just enter my password. But if it was on a USB, I could choose the second option, Edong sheet disk, and I can choose that, at which point it will retrieve it from a USB and allow me to enter the Neis. So having it on a USB allows me to be able to use multiple computers for the Neis system instead of just one particular computer, although it seems most just do it on one computer in my experience. So that is my name. There may be multiple people in there, so make sure you choose the correct one. Enter my password, and that brings me into the portal. So when I get into the portal, it will look like this. There are a lot of different things here, including like official email. This is where the official email you always hear about. Your co-teachers all have this, and they would be able to get an official email through this. Other messages and different things. Honestly, outside of the Neis system, which you can see highlighted in the green above, you probably will not be using anything on here. So you can see the Neis system highlighted in green. I will click on that, and after I get through a slew of pop-ups and close them out, then I can start to access my own personal Neis system page. So once logged in here, I get to this page. The one thing that's important is, again, Gunmu Sang Huang Xinchong, or the general personal records section. From here, I can now add entries into the Neis system. Okay, you can see below some of the entries that I have. Various types. There's a general, there's a local, 2 local business trips, and there's a gonga, or kind of like official leave. So these are different ones at this time, and the dates were back in June. So if I adjusted those dates to my contract period, then I could see all the entries for that contract period. And then, although you can't see it here, I could adjust the type of entry to look at just vacation days, and then I could only look at how many vacation days I used. But that is in one of the other Google slides, so you can check that out later. So from here, once I get into this section, then I can go to the 신청, and the 신청 is basically to create an entry. When I create an entry, it will bring me to this screen. Okay, this screen is where I create the entry, and you can see the first one where you can see the various entries. That is a type of entry that it is. Every entry type has a subcategory section. So in that, there can be a lot of different types within that one type of entry. So for example, if I was looking at vacation, 연가, there might be half-day vacation, there might be a full-day vacation, there might be a specialized vacation. So I would choose the right subcategory. Okay, it's always defaulted to the current date, so I need to adjust the date. Here you can see it was June 25th from 9 until June 25th at 6 o'clock. My hours are 9 to 6. Obviously, yours would need to be adjusted to 5. Okay, so you would adjust those hours for the start time and finish time of your entry, whatever it would be. Okay, so I'll walk you through actually doing a vacation entry so you can actually see as I go through the whole process. But this is just the general basics right now. So for vacation time, I need to enter it. You can see I choose 연가 as the category, and then the subcategory was just 연가. 연가 is just general vacation. I'm putting in my vacation, perhaps to go home to Canada for a summer vacation or something. I will adjust my date and time, so I'll put that in there, have the date and time. It will show me here, because it's only one day, one il, or one day, so it shows that it's registering for one day. That's what will be deducted from me. 연락처 and Bigo, we can look at those. 연락처 is my cell phone number, contact number. And Bigo is just kind of a note about it. So the reason, or what I'm doing, vacation with my family. Okay, so here you can see it's completely filled out, and then I'll choose a 성인 요청. From this, it will actually take me to the screen where I have to enter the recipients. So who will receive this? Okay, so usually for me, it will be my supervisor and director who will receive it, and it will go in order of hierarchy, with me being at the bottom, then my supervisor, and then the director. For you, you'll have to ask your co-teacher who you should be sending this to, but maybe it's them, the co-teacher, and then possibly a vice principal or principal, possibly even a head teacher. So you need to check, and then it should go in order of seniority. So if it is your teacher, co-teacher, and then principal, so your name will be first, then your co-teacher, then your principal. So it has to be in that order, or you'll have to redo it. Okay, so that's very important. So once I add those names in by clicking where you can see number 7, it will get a pop-up usually of the teachers for, in my case, my team. In your case, probably all the teachers in your school. So you'll find the appropriate people, click on them, and it will add them in the proper order, of course. And then you can click 상신. 상신 is just to create the entry. Okay. Once you do that, you'll probably get another pop-up that says you are sure you want to do this. Again, yes, check, and you're done. Okay. So we can look at another type, is just sick time, just so you can see. So in this case, I would use 병가 instead of 연가, and 병가 is sick time, 병 as in hospital. So with this, There is same with the Yanga I didn't mention, but there are several subcategories of Yanga. One being Panil Yanga with half day vacation, but in this case you can see Panil Yanga, so half day for the hospital. So I have the option of only putting in a half a day. Maybe I only want to go in the morning or for a few hours in the afternoon. I can take the half a day and I don't have to use a full day. Now, the other ones, I have Byung Jigak, Byung Jote, Byung Wei Chul. I have those same entries for the Yanga, for vacation. So I can do the same thing for vacation. So Byung Jigak means you are arriving late. So if I want to use a couple hours vacation in the morning, I could use that. Or if I want to go to the hospital for a couple hours in the morning, I could use that with the Byungga. Okay, so that means I'm arriving late, Jigak. Next is Byung Jote, which is unpaid. And again, we have this for vacation. So this time, Jote is unpaid time. This means that I'm at work and then I'm leaving work early. So I can use Jote in this manner, either for vacation or hospital time. And then Byung Wei Chul is to go and come back. So I'm leaving midday or some point in the day and returning back to the school, or in my case, my office. So if I use these for vacation, or in this case, sick time, and I'm only using shorter amount of time, the hours will add up. So once I reach an 8-hour marker, they will then deduct a full day of vacation or sick time. Okay, so they will record this. In terms of vacation, they're not going to usually let you use unpaid time. So they're not going to deduct your salary when you still have vacation. They will take those vacation days, because a lot of teachers ask if they can use the unpaid time as opposed to taking their vacation time. So, but you should use the vacation, and then you can use the unpaid time where they deduct your salary. Okay, so that should be it for the sick time also, but let's look here. So with it, in this case, I chose Byungga, just a regular hospital entry. I'm taking the whole day for whatever reason. I enter my date, again, my phone number. Some people's phone numbers will be automatically input, but mine isn't for some reason. And Bigo, the reason, medical checkups, surgery, whatever it is, I can write that. I will click create Sungin Yochong, create, and then it will bring me to my screen where I add the recipients. So again, I need to add these recipients in order of seniority. Okay, there's even a search box that you can see here where I can search by name. Now keep in mind this will probably be in Korean, but the email might use something in English, Principal P, and you search for Principal P and you'll find his email if that's what his email is in English, like that. Okay, travel school is another reason we use this. In this case, travel school is a business trip, and all travel schools should be local business trips, meaning they're within the same county. In the immigration visit one, I talk about the business trips being two types. One being actual business trip entry as opposed to your personal records entry. The business trip entry is for business trips outside of your county, whereas this through our personal records are for business trips within your county. And any of your travel schools are always within your same county because they're appointed by the local office of education. So they're only going to appoint you to their county. Okay, so in this case, you can use Chiljang or business trip, and then Gunmu Jine Chiljang, which is kind of a local business trip. Okay, enter your time, the start and end time, and then again, you're going to enter, this case, your phone number. Next, Mokchokji is the location, number 5 is the location. So you can enter the school's name, and then Sayu Donun Yongmu is kind of the reason you're going there. You could write travel school, teach English, okay? And in this case, for your business trips for your schools, you have to check this box, Yobi Ji Kup Haji Anum. And what this is you do not receive travel allowance. And the reason you check this here is because usually on business trips we do get travel allowance, but because you're getting the multiple school allowance, you do not get travel allowance this way. So you have to check that for your travel school. Okay, they can't pay you 2 times for it. Okay, check that, and then obviously we're moving in to the create Sung and Yo Chung. So I'll click create and then enter who the recipients are again. Once I hit the recipients, I hit create Sung Shin and click a yes, and that will finish it for me. There are some other options that you might see within the personal records, and then the drop down for the various things you can use. Gonga, which is a paid leave, usually for doing your renewal medical that we have to do now, you can use this. Tukbyal Hyuga, like a special holiday. These are the holidays found in maybe Article 16 of our contract, where it says kind of in case of a death in the family or marriage or different things. These are allotted through kind of the labor standards of Korea, so you're entitled to them just as Korean employees. Daeche Hyumu, basically, if one of the major holidays were to fall on a Saturday or Sunday, they sometimes move the holiday to Monday. So this would be an alternate one. So you can see a few more, including Yeonsu and Gita. We don't often use Gita, but there are the odd case where it could be used, and then I can help you. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think for the COVID, if you needed to quarantine, it would be Gita, and then they would use J-Tech Gunmu, which is work from home. So you could use Gita, and then the reason would be J-Tech Gunmu, and that way you would have general paid leave, and then the reason being you're working from home. So that's just a safety precaution, and you continue to work but from home. Okay, so that's it about Neis system. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll be happy to try to answer them for you.